guys, welcome to my channel, Run Free and Strong. I'm Reito. Today, we're going to do a full review of the Hoka One One Torrent 2 Trail running shoes. This will be a full review of the Hoka Torrent 2 as a follow-up to my first impressions review a few weeks ago. I've now had the opportunity to run 200 miles in these shoes, including my Yeti 100-mile virtual ultramarathon and an additional 100 miles of training both before and after, including several technical runs on the Appalachian Trail. This review is in 3 parts. The first part is a review of the features and technical specs of the shoe, which is already covered in my first impression. The second section, I will show you some application of the shoe, some trail footage on groomed trails, on technical trails, running my Yeti 100-mile virtual ultramarathon, as well as some training runs. And in the third part, I'll come back and I will summarize and give a final verdict on the Hoka Torrent 2. To summarize, the Hoka Torrent 2 is an amazing neutral trail shoe. It retails for $120, which puts it in the sweet spot among comparable brand trail shoes. It is a lightweight shoe that weighs 9.1 ounces or 258 grams. It is a medium stack shoe with a heel of 26 millimeters and a forefoot of 21 millimeters, so a 5 millimeter drop, which is considered a low drop. It has a ProFly midsole. It has a sticky rubber outsole with 4 to 5 millimeter lugs and an aggressive traction pattern. This shoe grips as well as any shoe with a Vibram or other rubber sole. It's amazing. The Torrent 2 has an improved upper compared to the first generation Torrent. It has more forefoot and toe protection with the overlays and a very sweet midfoot lockdown. It has a relatively roomy toe box for a Hoka. It's wider than the Speedgo 4 and a lot of the other Hokas. The shoe is extremely comfortable. I wore this for my Yeti 100-mile virtual ultramarathon, the entire race, 28 hours in this shoe. The materials and construction are high quality.
Stay here, no, ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret.
And by the way, my Torrent 2s are fabulous. Highly technical, lots of rocks, lots of roots, wet leaves, up, down, mud. Feet get stuck between rocks, not a problem.
The things that we'll do, 'cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when
I've run 200 miles in this shoe. 100 miles for the Yeti 100-mile virtual ultramarathon, completely in Torrent 2s, and another 100 miles of training before and after on different trails, different surfaces, different weather conditions. The shoe after 200 miles is in great shape. There's very, very little wear and tear on a shoe. So first let's have a look at the upper. We can see there's no scuffing on the shoe. There's no wear of the upper mesh. Typically we would see that where the shoe flexes. We don't see any of that here. I've seen shoes that start to tear and rip across here. The laces are in great condition. And if we look at the profile midsole, we would start to see creases here showing any kind of compression. We don't see that, neither on the inside nor the outside. And then if we look at the outsole, the sticky rubber lugs are in absolutely great condition. There's no wear and tear. We would see that both in the toe off area here or in the heel area here, and we don't see on the outside any wear and tear. And again, these shoes, 200 miles on the Appalachian Trail, technical routes, rocks, mud, you name it, these shoes have been on it. So very, very happy with the way they're holding up. Wanted to show you what this shoe looks like after my Appalachian Trail run. Episode 5, I'll link the video on top, with quite muddy and wet conditions. And I was really happy that the outsole did not get clogged up with mud or rocks, and actually shed quite a bit of the mud. There's very, very little left in the shoe. Some final comments and final verdict on the Hoka Torrent 2. This is a superlative all-around trail shoe that can go from groomed, runnable trail to highly technical trail with elevation, gain, and loss. It will do well in any weather condition, whether dry, wet, and I've taken this shoe on any surface from groomed trail to asphalt to technical trail with rocks, roots, mud, leaves, water, you name it, this shoe will perform. If you're in the market for a all-around great trail shoe that won't break the bank, Hoka Torrent 2 is your choice. And if you're just starting out and you're new to trail running, or you're moving from road running to trail running, this shoe will make your transition very easy. Highly recommended, 5 stars, thumbs up, Hoka Torrent 2. If you find this video useful, I appreciate it if you give the video a huge thumbs up. It'll help YouTube show it to other people that may be interested. Would appreciate it if you leave a comment below. What are your trail running shoes? Do you have a single trail running shoe, or you have, depending on use and conditions, different trail running shoes? Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, would really appreciate if you did so. Hit that subscribe button to follow my journey. I'll be uploading video content Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3 days a week. Thanks very much, guys. See you in the next one.